Alright. Welcome back to HAZCAR. Sorry, kill me. Welcome back to HAZCAR. Just to make sure. Welcome back. Okay. Audio's not messed up. Auto stages are working. I think we finally should be good to go. Tried this race already like 6 times. Alright. Tyler Reddick lines up on the pole with Chase Elliott on the outside. Further back, we've got Ross Chastain and Kyle Larson lining up next to each other. Then goes Alex Bowman and Truex. And then Busch and Byron, Bell, Hamlin, Blaney, Busher, Gibbs, Briscoe, Logano, Suarez, Keselowski, Gilliland, Bubba, then LaJoy. We've got Carson Hocevar, Austin Cindric, Michael McDowell, Josh Berry, AJ Allmendinger, Daniel Hemrick, Noah Gragson, Justin Haley, Anthony Alfredo, Austin Dillon, Ricky Stenhouse, David Reagan, John Hunter Nemechek, Ryan Preece, Eric Jones, Harrison Burton, Riley Herbst, Zane Smith, and Jimmy Johnson as our field lineup. Ross Chastain, one of his highest starting positions of the season. Tyler Reddick, I believe this is going to be a second pole for him. So, we'll see. There goes the pace car. There goes everyone else as they split off into 2 lanes right off of pit road. Chase Elliott, not really. There we go. So yeah, Tyler Reddick out on pole. Bit interesting. What's LaJoy doing? Corey, my dude, LaJoy. Corey. 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 There we go. As he comes down to pit road, he seems to have a mechanical issue. But that's not our concern right now. Because Tyler Reddick and Chase Elliott lead the field to the green flag. Tyler Reddick with a good start. Chase Elliott behind. Ross Chastain. But that outside seems to be working early on in this race. So that's Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson. Chastain falling pretty far back. He thought maybe he could make something with what he's got. They're 3 wide for just a moment there. Reddick still leading. Larson on the inside of Elliott. Denny Hamlin pretty far up. This could be good points day for Denny Hamlin if nothing happens on pit road and he doesn't get caught up in any wrecks. Lap 29, lap 72, those are our stages. Kyle Larson's going to have a bit of trouble catching Tyler Reddick. I think Tyler Reddick is going to have a good day here in Darlington. It looks like Kyle Larson's just struggling overall to get up to him. So yeah, I mean, with the way that outside lane's working, Chase Elliott looking like about to make a move on Kyle Larson. He might go around the outside on him. There he goes, around the outside. So yeah. But I mean, as Larson and Elliott continue to slow one another down, that only brings Truex closer to them. As well as Chastain and Hamlin, two former rivals. As we can see on exits, that outside's better, but on entry and, you know, overall into turn 3, you know, it's a bit more feasible to take the inside mids to turn 3 and 4. But there goes Truex round the outside of Chase Elliott, brings himself up to third. Kyle Larson losing time on the 35. I think honestly, Reddick's has got this down this stage. As we can see, Larson's still losing time. I think Truex might be the only one that can catch him. That can catch the 45. He seems to have that more aggressive outside-ish line. He seems to be gaining time on the number 5. If we look on his hood cam, yeah, there it goes. Look how fast he is going around Larson. He tries to run it wide on him, but it just doesn't quite work. As he loses speed sliding up the track like that. But you know, Hamlin, he's doing good. He's in P6 right now. So yeah, Chastain top 5 right now. That could be a good stat if he just stays there. He keeps himself in the top 5. That could be a good thing to add to his stat sheet. Bad season so far for Chastain. I mean, he's suffered on pretty much every super speedway race we've had. Obviously Daytona, he had that big penalty with that wreck early on, took himself and many other drivers out right at the start of the race, and then he ended up out at Bermuda, and then another out in the Diet Coke, and then another out. At Atlanta. So 4 outs. Barely got any points this season. He's scored a total of 22 points, but with that 10-point penalty on the first race of the season, he ended up with -10. So he's currently at 12 points the entire season. So here's Chase Elliott down the inside of Kyle Larson. These guys, they're really fighting for that second place spot, but that's going to be probably Truex around the number 9. No, the number 9 is going to stay side by side with his teammate, that Napa Auto Parts Chevy, and he's going to get past Kyle Larson. I think as the tires begin to wear down, that inside becomes a bit more viable. Here's Jimmy Johnson and Riley Herbst fighting for last place. uh, 7-time champion Jimmy Johnson to get struggling for last place. So not usually what you'd see from him. There's Truex back up to third. Larson down to fourth. Him in the 9 traded spots. There's Chastain right up their bumpers though. I mean he's hungry for points. He's hungry for a good day here in Darlington. You can see he wants to make the playoffs. He wants to win a race. He wants to do something. And he knows he can. He just needs the right time in the right place to make it happen. There's Larson down the inside of Truex. There goes Larson. On the inside of Chastain. Chastain tried for an overtake. Just didn't work. There's Chase Elliott now on Tyler Reddick. But it just doesn't work. Can't catch that 45. He's just too fast. Enjoy this segment of Crank It Up just for a bit. Caution's out. What happened? Ty Gibbs. First caution of the night comes for Ty Gibbs. Something happened there on the front stretch as he gets by the pace car. What happened there? Oh, Bell involved. What happened? Looks like Keselowski came around his outside. He just wasn't prepared for it. Checked up on him. Came up against the wall. And yeah, there goes a spin. Hits the 20 a bit. So yeah, Ty Gibbs brings out the first caution of the night. I mean, look if you're Christopher Bell. He's trying to find a way around. Slight graze. I don't think that should affect the 20 speed too much. But yeah, from the 6's perspective, I mean, you look. And just, yeah, comes up on you, checks up on you. And yeah, just not what Keselowski really wants. You know, he's probably thinking that was a dumb move. Which, me too, man, me too. But yeah, here they come. Down pit road. Or off pit road. Tyler Reddick first off pit road. Chastain bound on pit road, so he's gonna fall back. That puts Hamlin in fourth. As the 7 Corey LaJoie is down pit road. I don't know what happened with him on the start. He just had a mechanical issue. Yeah, Harrison Burton last off pit road. Barely lost to Jimmy Johnson. I think Hamlin's got a problem. So he's gonna presumably head back down pit road. Looks like he's got an issue. Lights on the pace car are still on, so we're still a bit further out from green. But yeah, so Hamlin down pit road. Ross Chastain, not the greatest time on said pit road. Pace lights are off. Truex and Reddick will line up side by side, the two Toyotas, both on fresh tires. We're gonna see just a 4 or 5 lap race to the finish of the stage. So that should be entertaining. That should be good if Truex gets a better start than Reddick, and that could be very close for the stage win. So there they go, side by side for the restart. Hendrick teammates line up side by side, 2 Fords, then 2 Chevys. And then it gets mixed up. But we've got pretty consistent rows by manufacturers for quite a bit down the field. Unimportant. What is important is that the green flag comes back out in Darlington. Truex with a better start than Reddick, but Tyler Reddick just down the inside. Early on those tires, that inside is just much better than the outside, so Reddick is going to get an early jump on the 19 there. Chase Elliott down the inside. He's looking to get ahead of Truex. But Truex still looking to tail the 45, not giving up just yet. This could be a great finish for the stage. So there they go, Truex clear of Chase Elliott. But there goes Elliott back down the inside. They both want that stage win. They both want to catch Tyler Reddick. There goes Truex right up the 45's bumper. The 19 looking to make an impression. Here they go, side by side. Here they come, just 2 to go in stage 1. Truex, he looks like he could do something. He would just have to go around the outside on turn 3 there. I feel like that's all he has to do, and he can take that stage home. Chase Elliott and Truex look like they might have a battle here. There goes Elliott around the outside. He's going to get a major run on Tyler Reddick. 1 to go in the stage. That run was but a mere vision of what could have been as Truex looks to go down the inside of Chase Elliott. It might be close for second, but no. Coming off of turn 4, Tyler Reddick takes stage 1 and gets yet another stage win in the season. As you can see, only 0.02 of a second separate. I mean, less than 0.02 of a second. 15 thousandths of a second separate Chase Elliott from Martin Truex. At the end of that last lap there. Let's look back. Look how close that was. But Chase Elliott gets it. So yeah. Where's the caution? Wait, where's the caution? Oh no, caution. Caution didn't come out. There's the unbelievable late caution. Bit of a late caution. A bit of a late caution, but Tyler Reddick still gets a stage win. I think the top 10 still remains remotely unchanged. Let's see. Only the 99 will suffer, as it seems. I think we'll go with the caution right now, but what's it called? I think we'll go with the caution now, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll give the points probably for lap 29. Be fair to the guys who were there at the righteous end of the stage. Oh, okay, and Chase Elliott nearly beats Tyler Reddick off pit road, but alas, Reddick gets it. Man, it just sucks that sometimes these stage cautions just don't come out. I mean, the officials are not at the top of their game. Corey LaJoie and Chase Briscoe. And Corey LaJoie's going to go down pit road now, but Briscoe, I don't think he's going to go down pit road late. I think he's going to stay out. Chase Briscoe, he wants to lead laps. Currently, I think the most laps led is on Chase Briscoe. So, good on him. If we look at the stats real quick. Cup driver standings, yeah, Chase Briscoe, 62 laps led all season, the most of any Cup driver. So that's good for him. I mean, he wants those laps led. Here we go, we're one lap to green. But Briscoe's on old tires. He's also got less fuel, so who knows? He might pit mid-stage. 37 laps. 36 laps of racing for this stage, so it's a bit longer than stage 1. Tyler Reddick lines up on the outside of Briscoe this time. But with those older tires, that inside just might be it. The nature of Darlington. So who knows? As they come off of turn 4, Chase Briscoe will lead the field back to the green flag. Hopefully the caution comes out this time. Just in case, though, I'll keep in mind lap 72. Hopefully manually throw the caution. Briscoe slowing down that inside. Those old tires, they're not serving him well. He's probably going to want to come down pit road soon. Elliott goes down the inside. Try to get around him. But that outside exit speed. So really now it's a race between Truex and Reddick. There goes Truex down the inside. Reddick, slow. I don't think he pitted for 4 tires. I think to keep up on Chase Elliott, who had a faster stop. I think they only went for 2 tires. Because there's Chase Elliott. I mean, he's just creeping up on him. Reddick has faced very little competition for the lead in stage 1, but come stage 2, I mean, Truex has already taken over the front spot. Logano way up high in the field. We haven't really seen him like this all season with all those super speedways. Super speedways really shook a lot up. I mean, it sees drivers like let's see here. Let's look at the standings. Sees drivers like Anthony Alfredo in 6th place in the standings. 5 races into the season after the coming into the 5th race of the season. So 4 super speedway races to begin the season. Surely it was entertaining, obviously. I mean, and the 48 and the 34 got into it a bit. But nothing serious. Bubba Wallace way up in the wall. 23 for 23.11. Ross Chastain has been slowly but steadily falling back through the field. Unfortunately, the one car not the greatest on track in comparison to his qualifying speed. He's just not got it. There's Tyler Reddick now, creeping back up on the slowly on the 19. Here he comes, massive run, massive run on the back stretch. So here they go, and he's gonna go down the inside, side draft the 19 a little, go all the way up against the wall. Someone seems to have spun on the back stretch, but no caution for it. I think it was Harrison Burton. I think it was these 3 that got into it. Let's see what happened with them. Oh yeah, no, he totally got spun and there was just no caution. Yeah, look, there they went. They're 3 wide in the back here, and there was just no caution for the 21 spinning. Unlike the 54. I mean, I guess he just didn't slow down as much. Saved it in time? No, he was completely stopped on the racetrack. Interesting call from the officials. But I mean, if it's a backmarker crash, I guess you're not going to worry too much about the front guys. Especially if they can already get going and head down pit road quick enough. And I mean, they're already going, so... Strange call by the officials for sure, but Tyler Reddick moves down to 3rd place as Chase Elliott gets past. Truex still just dominating this race. Dominating the stage. Yeah, I thought for sure that the smoke was from Alex Bowman and Michael McDowell, but no, look, they're way out. way from each other, so I doubt it was them. Just a bit of a mixed batch here in Darlington. Hopefully this time a caution can actually come out at the end of the stage. Chase Elliott now goes around Martin Truex to take the lead. On lap 47, he will lead unless Truex can get back to him. Here they go on the front stretch. There's Truex right up the bumper of the 9 car. So here's Truex looking to make a move on Chase Elliott, but he just can't do it. And yeah, slow into turn 1. I think Elliott's going to lock up the stage here. For sure. I just don't think Truex can get up to him in time. I mean, these speeds, they're already majorly dropping. You know, tire wear is a big thing, and they were going through these corners at 165, 170, maybe up to even 175 now. And you look, and they're going down to 160 in turn 3 and 4. They're down to 140. So, I mean, yes, it's definitely slowed down. Wallace just back up in the wall. He can't stay away from it, can he? He loves hugging that wall. As Casgralla will not make a start, will lack a start in this race, as well as actually the 41 Ryan Preece doesn't start today either. Yeah, Ryan Preece fails to start in Darlington. And I think as the laps wind down, yeah, it's going to be Chase Elliott taking it home with such major tire wear. These guys, they're really slowing down. They're going below 160 in turn 1 now. Turn 2 also below 160, so just big slowdowns for these guys. But yeah. Okay. But yeah. So I think Elliott's going to take it home. Let's move back further through the field. There's got a battle between Kyle Larson and William Byron that we just lost officially, but there's the two Fords, the two very similar looking Fords of Chase Briscoe and Todd Gilliland with Josh Berry and Christopher Bell. They're all fighting here for what position is this? 16th or 15th, you know. So there's Bell on the inside of Briscoe. Look at this, 130s. I mean, this is getting to just the... This is still faster than the top speeds at most short tracks, but I mean, it's kind of just barely. You know, certain short tracks, like Bristol will get up to this kind of speed, you know, 130s, maybe, with a fast enough driver and a fast enough car. This is just ridiculous. I mean, these guys, they're not pitting for tires, they're not pitting for anything, they're not stopping for anything. Look at Austin Dillon and Denny Hamlin having a battle here for 29th. Denny Hamlin, another driver to fall back through the field. Not a great day for him either. Great day in qualifying, but just not... Didn't show for it in here in good old race day. As we go back to the front of the field, yeah, Chase Elliott's got it. He's got that down. Just under halfway through the race here. Just a lap away from halfway through the race, and we've elapsed 40, we'll say 42 minutes. So the expected race time would be 1 hour and 24 minutes, which means that, let's see, the expected end race time should be 42 minutes from now, which is 5:32 p.m. There we go. 5:32 p.m. Central Time. There's Brad Keselowski fighting Kyle Larson for P4. Keselowski now in P4. Who's going to be the first car to go down pit road? I'm not quite sure how long these stints will be, but maybe Kyle Larson? No, Kyle Larson not going down pit road. Not yet, anyway. I think they might try to stick it out all the way to the end of the stage here, or at least very close. They're going to get real close. As Anthony Alfredo, I think Anthony Alfredo was looking to make his way down pit road. Makes contact with the 31. I think that's Harrison Burton going to be the first actual lapped traffic of the day, because he's already, what, 2 laps down? A lap or 2 down, but he's not technically lapped yet in terms of slowing down the lead lap guys, so he's not played a role as lapped traffic until now. He's just kind of been there with Corey LaJoie and Daniel Hemrick. Hemrick, of which has actually made lots of progress in getting a lap back. You can see he's 2 laps down, but he's all the way up amongst P22 despite being in 38th place, and he's moving up through those ranks with those fresher tires from that wreck, from that spin. So really, once these guys go down pit road, he'll only be a lap down, because he's not going to need to pit. He can make it to the end of the stage on these tires. He might even be able to get all his laps back if he's in the right place at the right time. Now just 9 to go in the stage. Let's just go on board with Chase Elliott for the rest of the stage, or at least for most of it. Yeah, he's catching that 21 car. Chase Elliott. I don't know if you'll actually catch him by the end of the stage, but I mean, it's getting close. Oh, I think that's Chase Elliott. He's going to go down pit road. There we go. First car down pit road, Chase Elliott. I think no one's going to follow suit. Not yet. Chase Elliott might be going for an undercut strategy. And actually, no. Ryan Blaney first down pit road. In technicality. More guys are coming down pit road now. Wherever Chase Elliott is, no idea. He should come out in the lead. There he is. Who else comes down pit road? Martin Truex comes down pit road. Chase Elliott runs it in pit road. Off pit road. Good stop for the number 9. See, this is what I meant. They're either going to get very close to the stage end, or some drivers might even just stick it out all the way to the end. So there goes the number 4, the number 20, number 34, number 38, number 17, 16, 1, 23, 5, everybody. Everybody down pit road. So yeah, Chase Elliott. Where did he go? Where'd Chase go? There's Chase. So yeah, these are going to be the next guys down pit road. Hemrick, like I said, can stick it out all the way. He's much slower than Elliott, yes. He's going to lose another lap, unfortunately. I think that earlier pit stop was a good move for Chase Elliott. Look at where Truex is in comparison. So I think you gain a lot more time from pitting earlier. Good call from Chase Elliott. He was just trying to run this stage to the very end. He's not pushing. He's not fighting. He's just trying to get to the end of the stage, which I don't blame the man. Look how much time they lost on pit road. I mean, the pit road speed's real slow. It's a thin pit road, so with that many cars, that much traffic down it, might get hard to even get out of your pit stall. But, yeah, with all the slow stops and that, and just the length of this track, I think it's better pitting earlier like Chase Elliott did. I think the later you pit, the worse. There's Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski having a battle. Where's Chase Elliott? Just 2 to go on the stage. I mean, he could have stuck it out. They could have all stuck it out to the very end of the stage. This is your lapped cars. Jimmy Johnson. Yep. 1 to go on the stage. Logano in the lead. Unbelievable, but Logano also on really old tires. I don't think he pitted. So Elliott's going to get right around him real quick. And there we go. Caution is out. Chase Elliott wins stage 1. Or stage 2. Now just time for the last lap, or the last stage of the race. My words are all over the place today. I apologize. I apologize deeply for my lack of English skill. So drivers down pit road, Daniel Hemrick. No one else, I don't think. It's just Daniel Hemrick down pit road. The lapped cars are going to get to the back of the field. So, yeah. That's what it's looking like right now. There go the lap guys. Slowing down on the top of the racetrack, letting these other guys back by on the inside. They look like the AMR safety team up there. So clean lap car overtake run by these guys this time around. Chase Elliott and Martin Truex are going to line up side by side for the start of stage 2. Here we go. Finally time to get the third stage underway here in Darlington. Chase Elliott and Martin Truex lead us back to the green flag. They're real close there on the restart, but ooh, Reddick real up close and personal now with the 9. Truex with a bit of a run off turn 4. Or off of turn 2. I can't speak today, and I apologize very dearly to everyone watching. Larson down the inside. Larson went down the inside of Tyler Reddick, snatched that position from him. Martin Truex trying to go down the inside of Chase Elliott, but that dirty air just doing him dirty for now. Get it? Doing him dirty. Dirty air. Okay, I'll stop. Truex once again going to try to go down the inside of the 9. This time, it'll work. For a bit at least. Caution's out. That's William Byron. Or that's not William Byron. That is Zane Smith. Saw a crash. And so we'll be under caution. They're 3 wide. On the way back to the yellow flag. What happened with Zane Smith? Oh my god. They went 3 wide. Eric Jones, Anthony Alfredo, Denny Hamlin, and Zane Smith here. Zane Smith gets turned. Anthony Alfredo hard into the inside wall. Smith, no real damage, just lost positions and lost tire grip. But this is another chance for these guys to maybe come down pit road. And you see some guys are Chase Elliott among others, but some of these guys, they're going to stay out. No, a few of these guys are going to stay out, including Martin Truex, who just wants to hold position. He wants to hold on to his position. Lapped cars. Kyle Larson among the lapped cars. Corey LaJoie. Zane Smith not a lap down. Big shock. Kyle Larson somehow ended up lap down. A lot of guys got their laps back, as it seems. I mean, look at where's Riley Herbst and others by just staying out of pit road. Reddick and Truex are going to line up the 2 Toyotas. There's Josh Berry in the top 5. Same with Ricky Stenhouse. So even on a non-super speedway, these results can get kind of wacko. So here they come off turn 4 once again after a small wreck with Zane Smith. Green flag is out in Darlington once again. Truex with a good start. Not quite as good as Reddick though. He's got Kyle Busch behind him though. His old teammate. Reddick gonna get ahead. Reddick wants to come home with another win this season. He won the HAZCAR 500 after a fuel strategy fiasco. We all remember that. That was wild. That was a wild race. And just overall, you know, the 19. He wants to come home with a win today. He's been fast all day. He's had good chances of a win. Ricky Stenhouse playing dangerous, playing the 3 wide game at Darlington. Not a game you always want to get involved with. But if you're forced into it, then you better make something out of it. More often than not, it's not usually worth it. Truex falls behind Josh Berry, who may come home with a win. Josh Berry now in second place to end off this race. Busch falls behind Stenhouse. Chastain has made his way all the way back up the field. But of course, Truex is going to be slower because he didn't pit for tires. But neither did Reddick. Berry now around the outside of Tyler Reddick on the front stretch. He tricks him, goes around the outside, then comes down the inside. He's going to come on the inside of Tyler Reddick. Just can't get that speed, not quite yet. Keselowski goes around. Chastain, top 5. This is a wacky top 4 we've got here going on. Wacky top 10. I mean, look at that. Logano, Kyle Busch, Ty Gibbs. They're 3 wide. Kyle Busch forced into a 3 wide by Ty Gibbs and Ryan Blaney, but he just backs out of it. Plays it safe. He knows he wants to finish this race to get as many points as he can. So he's going to ignore the chance of having a high finishing position and just play it safe. Finish the race. So now Brad Keselowski to the lead as Tyler Reddick falls behind due to not having pitted under the caution. There's Ross Chastain on the inside. Chastain wants to get him. Wants to get ahead. He's going to do it. Chastain is going to look to catch Brad Keselowski. And if he can do it in time, then with all the pit stops and such, and with all that tire wear, I think Chastain, if he can catch Keselowski and get past, could come home with a win today. He's worked his way all the way back up the field. He fell down to around 15th and came back up to second place here. Chastain, he wanted a good day. He looks like he's having one. So, we'll see. For now, Keselowski and Chastain looks like they're going to joust for position here. Off turn 4 onto the front stretch. Chastain has a wider exit. He wants to run on Keselowski. He's going to try an inside move. Or is he? He will. It's just not what works early on, though. He needs to stay close to Keselowski until those tires wear down and you can take an inside. Logano in 3rd. Ryan Blaney up in 5th. Josh Berry up here in 6th place, or in 7th place after Ty Gibbs got past him. Chastain, he wants to catch Keselowski. He's got another run on him, but he keeps going for that inside move. He's going to wear out his tires too quickly. It's not going to stick for him. Maybe, actually. Here they go. On the back stretch, Chastain has a bit of a run. Here they go into turn 3. Chastain right up the number 6's bumper. Down the inside. Off of turn 4. They're side by side. But into turn 1, Keselowski gets the edge on that outside. You need to have a good enough run off of turn 4 down the inside there to really make something of it. And caution is out. Big crash on the front stretch. Chastain and Keselowski, they're going to fight for it all the way to the line. See who can start first. Start on the inside off the restart. It's going to be close, and I think Chastain... No, Keselowski! By a very short margin, still gets the pole by 0.08 of a second. Very close coming back to the line. So there we go, Keselowski, boom, and then the Trackhouse, number 1 car. I think he can get it first off of pit road. I mean, you only really need around 20 laps of tires, so you don't really need 4 tires. He can go with a 2-tire stop here and get away with it. There's Keselowski coming down right now. Chastain off of his pit box. Not quite. Not quite what he needed to get ahead of Brad Keselowski. And alas, William Byron and Chase Elliott will stay off of pit road. So neither of them are really fighting each other for the win right now. They're going to be fighting for second or third place. Unless, because these two are staying out of pit road, they're going to be slow and these guys are going to get past real quick. I mean, the guys that stood out, there's Corey LaJoie down pit road. But yeah, these guys, I guess staying out might slow them down, giving the 1 and the 6 still a chance to fight for a win. As the lights on the pace car go out, here we are on the back stretch. They're going to split off into two separate lines. Chastain on the outside of Brad Keselowski. Here they come off of turn 4. And William Byron and Chase Elliott will temporarily lead the field here to green. Chastain on the outside of Keselowski. It's what he wants. As Byron and Elliott will slow with worn out tires. Chastain and Keselowski fighting each other for position. William Byron, Chastain looking to go all the way around the outside. Risky move from the number 1 car. Almost got it, almost sent it 3 wide. Didn't quite do it though. Keselowski's going to get the move down the inside. And oh, and that's William Byron in the wall. Nearly spins the number 1 car, but gives him the edge as they both go to try to catch Chase Elliott. What happened with William Byron? Not quite sure. But here goes Ross Chastain. Ross Chastain on the slower Chase Elliott for Hendrick Motorsports. Keselowski's still on the inside. He's not giving up on this race win. They both want to get past Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott on older tires. He may have to pit towards the race end. Which means Keselowski and Chastain if Elliott doesn't pit. Later on, they'll see a big edge in speed, and I mean, there's Ryan Blaney right up their bumpers, too. He got past his teammate, Joey Logano. As he's slow in turn 3. And there's Chastain past Keselowski. Here goes nothing on Chase Elliott. As Keselowski's probably going to be down the inside here on the number 1. And there goes the number 6. But I mean, Chastain's on the inside. He looks like he might get past number 9, Chase Elliott. And there he goes. He's down the inside of Elliott. But he's going to have to slow, give Brad Keselowski a chance to get past. Unbelievable there on that onboard cam footage. And Martin Truex is going to get past. And they're going to go 3 wide. Keselowski loses out to Martin Truex. Big moves for these guys here. They're 3 wide. I mean, they're making 3 wide moves work at this racetrack, which is just something unheard of. Keselowski falls back to 5th, Chastain in 3rd, finally looking to get around Chase Elliott and make a move, catch up to Martin Truex. Now with no disturbances, they're still 3 wide. Chase Elliott bringing us all sort of 3 wide action on those slower tires. Oh, I think Keselowski's making contact with Logano there. I think the one's losing time on the 19. The one is losing on the 19. Big losses for the number 1 car. And caution is out. What happened between these few drivers, we'll see. But for now, Chastain and Truex are gonna lead us to the yellow flag. I think that's gonna be a call for everyone to head down pit road for the end of this race. Look at this; they're still 3 wide. Unbelievable. As Logano, aggressive move around the outside, and the 4 is gonna hook Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott and Josh Berry come together right at the line due to Joey Logano's aggressive move on the outside. I mean, look at that. Let's examine that. Logano, a bit of an aggressive move, and then Josh Berry just comes back up on the 9, thinks it was his fault, hooks him, but that also brings damage to him. Learn how to wreck someone without wrecking yourself. It's like Danica Patrick's crew chief once said. As for these guys, what happened between them? Something happened to bring out a caution. It was in turn 4 here with these guys right here. Whoa, okay. So, the 2 seems to check up on the 51, push him into the 71, then 71 hooks him, sends them all up into the wall, and then 51 does a Lightning McQueen on the wall into the fence. 34 gets out with minimal damage. That must have been scary for McDowell. So Chase Elliott will be on pit road. Chase Elliott out of this race. Same with Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman also retires, so that's 2 outs for Hendrick. Currently highest runner, William Byron, and then Kyle Larson. He got his lap back, I believe. No, he didn't. No, did he? He did. Kyle Larson got his lap back, currently running 24th. So yeah, there's Truex, and then Reddick, and then Chastain. So Chastain's been running high laps all day. Long run under the yellow flag here. Gonna be 8 laps of racing. The pace car lights are out. Everyone went down pit road. Truex and Chastain, presumably, if the start goes the way we expect it to, will be the ones fighting for the win in Darlington. Let's see what happens here on the restart. Pace car, hard left onto pit road, and off turn 4. Truex and Reddick will bring the field back to the green flag. What happened at the back there? Oh, they just kind of had a Kyle Busch restart. All of them. So, yeah, there goes Corey LaJoie way down past Harrison Burton. So, Truex, Tyler Reddick, and Martin Truex get out ahead of the rest of the field. They seem to take it. As Joey Logano comes up on the 19, but he's not going to do it. Not going to be able to do it. Bubba Wallace comes off of pit road. Hopefully the entire field can get past him before he makes a slow merge back onto the track. Nearly an unsafe merge there for the 23. That was nearly a penalty. He's going to let the whole field... He's going to head back down pit road. I think that was a penalty for exiting too early. Maybe too fast exiting on pit road. Maybe too fast exiting pit road. We'll see. We'll check the penalties afterwards, but that will be a penalty point for Bubba Wallace, assuming that there actually was a penalty there. Here we go. 6 to go. And Truex, the only one who can steal this win from Tyler Reddick, but I just don't think he's going to do it. Unless yet another caution comes out. And give us some interesting stuff to work with. I mean, we could have seen a Chastain or Keselowski victory today. It was in the cards, but who knows. There we go. Bubba Wallace coming off of pit road again. I think he did face a penalty for a bad exit off of pit road. There we go. He's clear of pit road. And here he goes. He enters the track. He's going to go back down pit road. Strange moves for Bubba Wallace. Just not sure what's happening with the 23 there. But I think Tyler Reddick's got it. 4 laps to go. Coming onto the backstretch, I just don't think Truex can catch him. Caution's out. What for? Another big crash involving Noah Gragson. And caution is out again in Darlington. We're going to see a restart. We're going to see an overtime in Darlington. Where's the pace car? Pace car on the back stretch. The pace lights are off. Caution lights are off. Pace car lights are off. Unbelievable. Keselowski and Chastain are right up next to each other. We've got Briscoe, Logano, and Bell separating them from the duo of Reddick and Truex, who have absolutely dominated this race together, along with Chase Elliott, who is now out of this race. Retirements go to Chase Elliott, as well as Zane Smith, Noah Gragson, Harrison Burton, Justin Haley, and Alex Bowman. So, we've got some DNFs. We've got an interesting race ahead of us as the pace car makes its hard left onto pit road. Truex and Reddick once again will lead us back to the green flag at Darlington. Overtime in Darlington, 2 to go. If they can make it 1 lap cleanly, then I think Reddick's going to get it done. But no, there's Christopher Bell right there. Truex with a monster run. For the first time today, we see a driver not get an immediate advantage off the restart. Here they go, side by side in turn 3. We've got a bit of a holdup entering pit road. Caution is once again out. What happened? Entering pit road. No. Oh no. So these guys, I think the 15 and the 77, ran out of fuel. That's what you get with these overtime restarts. So you get cars running out of fuel. Pace lights are off. Ryan Blaney and Brad Keselowski moved down the field for whatever reason there may be. Looks like maybe they're gonna have to make a visit. They're gonna have to visit pit road here in just a moment, or it looks like they're out of fuel. Yeah, drivers are running out of fuel. It's like Daytona. There's a lot of things happening on this green flag lap. On this final lap of the stage. As the green flag is out. But for how long? Yellow already back out. I don't want to see another Bermuda. Where every driver runs out of fuel. Even our leaders out of fuel. Which means currently the leader is Joey Logano. Green flag out, but for how long? Ty Gibbs gets past. These guys got to figure out their pit strategy. But currently, Ty Gibbs leads the field. Will the caution come out in time for another restart, or will Ty Gibbs come home with a win in Darlington after getting robbed, after running out of fuel and getting held up by Eric Jones in Daytona? 1 to go in Darlington. No matter what happens now, yellow flag or not, Ty Gibbs, I think he's going to do it. Yup. It's going to be a Ty Gibbs victory. Unless he runs out of fuel, then Todd Gilliland's going to get it. But I don't think so. No. White flag is waving. But I mean, here they come. Off turn 4, Ty Gibbs for Joe Gibbs Racing will take his first win of the season after a crazy finish here in Darlington. Wait, what? Caution? What do you mean, caution? Oh my lord. Caution is out. Race is not over, my friends. Dear viewer, race is not over. Current leader Ty Gibbs, but that's going to get taken away very soon. No, never mind. Race is over. Ty Gibbs wins. A bit of a bug with the laps there, but yeah. Ty Gibbs, your winner after a very hectic finish in Darlington. So these are the official standings. Unbelievable. Well, that was a crazy race. Here in Darlington. Thanks for tuning into HAZCAR. Wow, unbelievable. Ty Gibbs wins. 3 cars on the lead lap. We've seen a situation like Bermuda. This time, though, laps led will count all the way to the end. Unlike last time, due to the race not ending under caution. So, thank you for watching. Tune in next time for the Bristol Dirt Weekend here on HAZCAR. Probably sometime next week.